When did you realize your parents were torturing you for views? The doorbell rang while my parents were filming our morning routine video for the 13th time because I kept blinking at the wrong time. I tried to hold my smile while my face ached. Keep smiling or you're sleeping outside tonight, my mother said. The doorbell rang again. Child Protective Services. We need to talk to you about your daughter. My mother grabbed my face and squeezed hard. You tell them we're perfect or I'll lock you in the closet for a week like last time. She shoved me toward the door while my father scrambled to hide the ring lights that had burned my arms so many times. The CPS worker was named Melinda. A viewer sent us multiple screenshots of bruises and burns on your daughter. My mother stood right behind Melinda where only I could see her face twisted into a silent threat. I smiled the way they taught me with all my teeth showing. Everything is amazing here. I love making videos every single day with my parents. She pulled out her tablet and zoomed in on a picture. Why do you have a black eye that's covered with makeup in this video from last week? I walked into a doorknob because I'm clumsy. My mom helped me cover it so viewers wouldn't worry. Melinda wrote something down in her notebook. You're 10 years old. Why aren't you in school right now? My mother interrupted fast. We homeschool her, but really she doesn't need school. She makes more money than most adults. Melinda asked to see my schoolwork. We don't waste time on books when she could be filming and making us money instead. Melinda asked if she could speak to me alone. We don't leave our daughter alone with strangers. My father protested. Melinda pulled out her badge and explained that refusing would look suspicious. My mother squeezed my shoulder so hard I almost cried out. We'll be right in the next room, sweetie, she said in her fake sweet voice. They moved to the kitchen but left the door open so they could hear everything. Can you read this form? Melinda handed me a paper. I stared at it for a long time trying to make sense of the letters. I love reading. I lied because that's what I was supposed to say. Can you write your name for me? I took the pen but my hand froze over the paper because I couldn't remember how to spell it. Everything is perfect, I whispered because my parents were listening. She leaned closer and spoke very quietly. I'm going to ask your parents to give us complete privacy, okay? My father stormed back in immediately. You can't separate us from our daughter. Melinda stood up. I can and I will, or I can call the police. Your choice. My parents left and Melinda closed the door. She asked me to show her where I slept, so I led her to the bedroom set. This is pretty, but where do you actually sleep? I started crying because lying was getting too hard and my head hurt. In the basement. She asked to see it and I took her downstairs to the cold concrete floor where I had 2 thin blankets and no pillow. Melinda took pictures of everything, and I knew my parents would hurt me for this later. She noticed the burns all over my arms. How did these happen? The lights get really hot during filming, I said without directly blaming them. She examined the cuts on my legs. What about these? I couldn't think of a lie fast enough. Things get thrown sometimes when videos don't turn out right. Melinda scrolled through our videos on her phone. You've lost a lot of weight in these recent videos. She showed me a video from 6 months ago where my face looked completely different. When did you last eat a full meal? My stomach hurt from not eating for 2 days because my mom said I looked too fat on camera. I had crackers a few days ago. She asked about friends and school and normal kid things. I told her I used to have friends before the channel got big. My voice got smaller with each answer because I was starting to realize how wrong everything was. Melinda pulled out her phone and went to talk to my parents. She can't read because you won't send her to school and she's covered in injuries. You're stealing her childhood and I am removing her from your care immediately. My parents lost their minds completely. This kid is our property and we own her and everything she makes forever, my father screamed. Melinda recorded everything on her phone. Keep telling me how you own your daughter. My mother tried to grab the phone. We made her famous so she owes us everything, including her entire life. We could have given her away but we kept her to work for us. Now she's being ungrateful, my father added. You're admitting to child slavery. If she doesn't want to work, she can live on the street because we're not wasting money feeding her for nothing, my mother said. I hope she dies so we can make memorial videos and get even more subscribers. We could milk that for years, my father screamed. Melinda called the police immediately. You're never touching this child again. My aunt agreed to take me in and showed up to get me while the cops arrested my parents. You're safe. You never have to perform again, she said.